Hello, in this video I'm gonna show you how to manually update your Samsung Galaxy M12 via Odin. A manual update via your computer, via Odin program, doesn't erase your data as long as you follow what I'm doing exactly. But if you're unsure, I still recommend backing up as long as you can. And now, why would you back up manually with your computer? First of all, if updates don't work in the settings. Second of all, if an update has broken your system and you just want to fix it. And also, in case where you want to, for example, update multiple versions up. Let's say you have currently Android like 10, let's say, and you want to update to 12, then instead of doing like 4 updates in the settings, you can just do 1 through your computer and it will work. That's why you can do it. And now, to do the manual update, you will need to begin by going to your phone and checking a few things there. First of all, you'll need to check your model, and second of all, current version of the system, because you cannot downgrade. Okay, my phone is on, and let's go to the settings. In the settings you can find about phone, and the first thing is the model name, which is in my case it's SM127F, and if you have the same one, then you can just search for the same one. But if you have a different one, you can still follow this video. You'll just need to find your version on your own, but yeah, everything will be explained here, so no need to worry. Now, software information, click on it and find the baseband version. Now you will see at the beginning there will be the model name, then X, then a letter like S or U. But it doesn't matter what letter is it, because you need to pay attention to the second letter after X. Letter or number. In my case it is 9, which is the revision number. And now it can be a letter or a number. Numbers are older than letters, which means if that's a letter, that's for sure like newer than the number. So A, for example, would stand the number 10, B would stand the number 11, and so on. And this is that revision. And now you can operate only within one revision, like if you are downgrading. But remember that if you don't want to lose your data, don't downgrade at all. Which means if I wanted, I could get the revision number 9, the same build, or a newer revision like 10, 11, 12, which will be A, B, C, or even D. I know that for this phone, actually, the 9 is the newest one, but that's what I'm saying. If, for example, I had 5, then I could get 6, 7, 8, or still the 5 as well, but not 4. And for downgrading, it is important that downgrading erases the data. So be aware of that. Now, the next thing to check is the Android security patch level if you don't want to lose the data. You can see in my case it's October 1st, 2024, and this is our reference point. We'll get to that right now. Let's just go to a browser of our choice first and search for the firmware. So you'll need to go type in your model. It's M127F in my case, then followed by firmware, and you can go to any website. I'm choosing this one because I've been using it most of the time. And then there are CSC codes. If you want, you can get the same exact one that you currently have. If you go to service provider software version, you can see there's like different letters here, and I presume I have the XEZ. So I could get the XEZ if I wanted. Would be Czech, probably unbranded, because for some countries there would be multiple versions, though maybe not on this model, but sometimes there are multiple versions. Yeah, for Thailand, for example, and this means that one of them is most likely branded by some kind of service provider, by some kind of carrier. It may have some apps, some wallpapers branded by, or like booting animations branded by the carrier. This is basically it. Yeah, also like there is some, yeah, okay. So now once we know all that, we can get our file. I'll just get the XEO for Poland. This is the unbranded version, and it should be fine. But if you want to be really sure, just get the one that you had in the system. Now here is the bit or revision, and you can see for some versions there are like multiple versions of the same revision, and I'll show you a good example, which is the revision number 3, because you can see oldest revision number 3 is from 2021-09-01, and it's the Android 11, right? So this is like the oldest 3, and this is if you have any of the revisions number 3 on your system right now, you can install it. This is the oldest thing that you can install, possibly, physically. The newest one, though, is from 2022-11-01, which is Android 13, so that's 2 versions up. So here you can downgrade 2 versions down from this 3 to this 3. But there's no chance you could ever possibly downgrade to 2. But also remember, when it comes to not losing the data, you cannot downgrade to an older version at all, which means if you have, let's say, the 3 with security patch level 2022-06-01, but on Android 12, you cannot get the one on Android 11, especially if it's even older security patch level, but you can't get it at all. Also, the Android version is listed here, so I have the 13, and yeah, for the revision 9 there's only one option, but for the revision 6 you can see there's like security patch level from November and from August. So if you have the November one currently installed, you cannot get the August. You can get the same one or a newer one. So you need to pay attention to the revision, to the security patch level, and to the operating system sometimes versions, because as you can see in the 3rd revision, there's like 3 different versions available. So you cannot get the older one. Okay, now once we know all that, let's download the firmware. I'm gonna download it here. I actually have it downloaded already, so I'm gonna skip that. Now let's go to HardReset.Info, which is our website on which you can find 2 different files that you will need as well. First of all, Samsung drivers, which you can find right here. Just download them. They are very important. And another thing is the program that will send the files to your phone, which is Odin. Click on download here and it'll download it. You can later use it, and let's begin. So once we have all the files downloaded, I'm gonna delete that because it's not needed here. Okay, so once we have all the files, you can find Samsung USB driver, right click on it, click on extract all, and do the same for Odin. So right click, extract all, and as well as for the Samsung firmware, right click, extract all. Now first go to the Samsung USB driver folder, which was created after extraction, and open the file in it. Install the driver, and after installing it, it is very important that you restart your computer Otherwise, it won't work. Restart the computer after installing the driver. Then go to Odin, open it up, and this is how it's gonna look like. Now you'll need to select BL button and go into the folder where your software was extracted to and load the file that begins with BL. Do the same for AP and CP, but for CSC, remember to load the file that begins with Home CSC. Because the file beginning with Home CSC doesn't erase the data, and the file that doesn't have Home at the beginning erases the data. It is super important. Now I'm loading all the files. Let's repeat once again: BL for BL, AP for AP, CP for CP, and Home CSC for CSC. The AP file typically takes the longest amount of time because it's the biggest file and it has to verify the checksum. But now it's there. So let's put our phone in the download mode so it can communicate with the computer and actually get the files downloaded. Let's turn it off by pressing and holding on power and volume down, then tap on power off twice and wait a little moment. Get a cable ready that is already connected to your computer, not yet to your phone, and start pressing and holding on volume up and volume down on your phone, then plug in the cable. You should be greeted with a blue screen, and now shortly press on volume up. Now you're in the download mode, and if everything went correctly, if your drivers were installed successfully, you should see this your COM port here, right? So your phone will light up blue as a COM port, and now all you need to do is click on Start. If you've selected the correct file, it shouldn't fail, but it may fail in some cases. Then you just need to reopen Odin or try to leave the download mode by unplugging the cable, pressing and holding on power and volume down. The phone will restart after holding it for 7 seconds, then turn it off again, go into download mode again, and try it again. Remember to first open Odin, then put it into download mode, not otherwise, because it also may fail. And you can see it's done. The phone has booted into the system. It wasn't erased because it didn't require me to set up, and don't get fooled if you're looking at the process and saw it saying erasing. It didn't erase, it just said that. So don't worry about it, and that's basically done. So I hope that this video was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.